Start Coulomb's law today. So Charles Coulomb stated the force experienced by two rest charges. So the rest charges may of both like charges or of unlike charges. There will be some static force between two charges, and that force is given by the force experienced by the two charges was given by Charles Coulomb. So he stated that let us suppose a point charge q1 separated by a distance d, right? Irrespective of the nature of the charge, whether it can be positive or negative, even the same applies to the q2 also. So the force experienced, if it is like positive and positive, you will be having repulsive force, we will be having repulsive force. If it is of negative and positive, we will be having attractive force. Whatever may be the nature of the force experienced is directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance, separation distance between these two charges. Therefore, F is proportional to Q1 Q2 by d square, right? So this proportionality constant is substituted by K. F is equal to K into Q1 Q2 by d square, right? So K is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, where epsilon naught is permeability and the value is given as 9 into 10 to the power of 9, and the value of epsilon naught is 8.1 into 10 to the power of minus 12, right? So this is about Coulomb's law. So from this law, what could be our conclusion is like when two charges were static charges were separated by distance d, the force experienced is given by this famous equation, right? So I am not touching the vector form of Coulomb's law right now. Let us give some limitations over here, right? So and the Coulomb's law is it's in central force, always it acts towards the center, right? So let us apply the Coulomb's law for a small problem over here. The data of the problem tells like this. So for suppose there are two charges, one is of minus q and other is of plus 4 coulombs, 4 q coulombs, right? Separated by distance L, right? So I need a test charge, let it be of q naught, such that the whole system is in equilibrium. Now what do you mean by equilibrium? The net amount of forces acting on that particular charge must be 0. Therefore, let us suppose the force acting between these two systems like minus q and q naught be F1, and the force acting between q naught and plus 4q be F2, right? So let us suppose the distance between these two is minus q and 4q be x, and therefore obviously it will be L minus x. So F1 over here is F1 is equal to k into q naught into minus q upon x square, and F2 is equal to k into q naught into plus 4q by L minus x whole square, right? So as per the question, these three are in equilibrium, right? So the forces should be equal. So when I equate F1 is equal to F2, so what I'll get, k into q naught into minus q by x square is equal to k into q naught into plus q plus 4q upon L minus x whole square, right? So cancellation, k gets cancelled, q naught gets cancelled, and q gets cancelled. So what I'll get, L minus x by x whole square is equal to 4. So this gives me x is equal to L by 3, right? Yeah, L by 3, right? Now let us calculate the value of q naught and its nature also. So the value of q naught is like this. What I'll do is I'll calculate the force between these two and force between these two and equate it. I'll get it like F force between minus q and q naught be F1. So which is equal to same like k into q naught into minus q by x square, where x is equal to L by 3. So what I'll get is like minus q into 9 by L square, right? Now force between minus q and 4q be F2. So this will be, k into minus q into 4q by L whole square, right? So this will be something, k into q square with minus sign and 4 by L square, right? Now let us equate these two. So what I'll get? I'll get 9k q naught with minus sign q by L square is equal to minus k into q square 4 by L square. So L square gets cancelled, k gets cancelled, minus gets cancelled, and q and 1q square gets cancelled. So what I'll get is q naught is equal to 4 by 9q, right? 4q by 9, 4q by 9, right? And the nature should be negative. Why? Because so if it is negative, the system will be in equilibrium. This is how we have to calculate the value of q naught, test charge q naught, and the distance from where the system can be in equilibrium. Now let us apply the same principle to one more problem. The problem, so there is a triangle, equilateral triangle. Let us suppose this is an equilateral triangle. Vertices A, B, C, and a test charge of Q, Q, Q were placed on the vertices of the equilateral triangle of side L. So this is the side L, right? So as equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal, right? Now, a test charge Q naught is placed at the centroid of this equilateral triangle, right? Where the whole system is in equilibrium. Now, how to calculate the value of Q naught in this particular case? So, how to calculate Q naught in this particular case? So, how to solve it? Okay. Now, let us use the vector analysis over here. So, I'll put O over here, and this is my D, A, B, C, D, right? Okay. Now, the force experienced by these two gives me, F, B, C, right? And the force experienced by this will be, F, A, C, right? And the resultant, this is of 60 degree, right? Equilateral triangle. So, this will be of 60 degree, and the resultant is, FC, which is of 30 degree, right? Right? So, obviously, FC is nothing but this is like F force between, this is what vertices C, right? CO. So obviously FC is equal to FCO, right? So this is how we'll get the value of Q naught over here. So before doing that, let us find the value of CO. What is the value of CO, right? For that case, what we'll do is, we'll take a small triangle here, 30 degrees, right? This is of 30 degrees, right? So this will be 30 degrees, and this is a right angle triangle, right? I need OC, right? So I'll take cos over here. So what is cos over here? So cos 30 degree is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. So this is opposite, and adjacent will be CD by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is OC, right? So the total length is L. So this part will be of L by 2. So cos 30 degrees is equal to L by 2 by OC. So what I need OC. So this L by 2 cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2. So hence I will get L into root 3. Fine. So this length, this particular length is of how much? L by root 3, right? Now let us construct the triangle over here, right? So let me calculate FC now. So what is FC? FC is nothing but resultant of these two, right? So from vector analysis, resultant of these two will be FBC whole square plus FAC whole square plus 2 FBC FAC cos theta, right, from parallelogram law of vectors. So FBC, if you look at this triangle, FBC and FAC are equal. See, FBC, the length is L between these two vertices, and if you talk about AC also the length is equal, and this is plus Q, and even this charge is of plus Q and this is of plus Q, so obviously these two are equal, right? So from figure, FBC is equal to FAC, right? And if I substitute over here, so this will be FC is equal to root over, mark it as, you know, F, right? So F square plus 2F square cos, what will be the angle over here? This is vertically opposite angle, so this is 60. If this is 60, and this will be of 60, right? So 60 degrees, right? So this is 2F square 1 plus cos 60 under root, right? So this gives me 2F square into 1 plus cos 30 is 1 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 3 by 2. So 2 gets cancelled, and this is root 3 F. So FC is equal to root 3 F, right? Right? So our aim is to calculate FCO, right? So what is FCO? FCO is the this is right force between these two, right? So the force between these two will be FCO is equal to K into Q into Q naught by this distance, that's what OC. OC is how much? L by root 3 whole square. So after solving, what we'll get? 3K Q naught into Q by L square. Fine. Now, so equilibrium condition is FC is equal to FC naught. So what is FC? FC is root 3F. So root 3F is equal to 3 into K into Q naught into Q by L square, right? So what is F actually? F is nothing but force BC, right? Force acting between these two charges. So what is the force over here? So root 3 between these two charges, it is K into Q square by L square. So 3K Q naught into Q by L square. Now if I saw cancel it, L square gets cancelled, and 1Q gets cancelled, K gets cancelled, and Q naught is what? Q naught is equal to root 3 Q by root 3, right? So this, root 3 into 3, right? So this cancels root 3, therefore Q by. Well, the amount of charge to be placed at the center of the triangle to bring the whole system into equilibrium is Q by root 3. So this is how we have to apply Coulomb's law for different cases. Thank you so much.